My name is Joseph Pleasant. I am the Public Information Officer and Community Services Manager for the Nashville Fire Department, as well as the Nashville Office of Emergency Management. It's my honor to welcome you here for this graduation of Battalion 80. They made it, 6 long months, but they're here, we're glad to have you here with us. I want to introduce you to our MC for today. Her name is Harriet Wall, and she is a great friend to the Fire Department and the Nashville Office of Emergency Management. She works for Fox 17, and we could not be happier to have her with us today. So please help me welcome Harriet Wall.
Good Friday morning, everybody. How's everybody feeling today? Great. We've got some new heroes that are about to come into the city. I need better than that. Are you excited? There you go. Thank you. And I know especially for the loved ones of those who are graduating today, I know your heart is filled with joy. This is a major day for your loved ones. So I want to recognize everyone who is here, those in uniform. We thank you. We appreciate you, to our mayor, to the chief, to everyone who is here. But while all of you all are important, we've got some really special people that are about to enter the church. So can you please help me welcome Battalion 80 to their graduation ceremony. All right. Good morning, Battalion 80. How you doing? Good morning. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good to you? Yes. All right. Now, if you can remain standing, we do have the honor guard that is about to come forward.
Present arms.
I ask that you join me now in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now please welcome Engineer Lee Dozier, who will lead us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner and the home of the brave.
Order, arms. Guard on, post. Right face. Forward, march.
Now, please welcome Chaplain Simeon Williams, who will give us our invocation for today.
Everyone bow your heads, please. Dear Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day that you have blessed us with in this great city. Lord, we thank you for all that you've done for us. We thank you for these graduates and all the support they have from their families and friends and from the administration and the academy. Lord, we thank you for our administration and how they've set the stage for how we should conduct ourselves as NFD employees. We ask that you bless all the firefighters, EMTs, military, and police throughout this great city. We ask that you cover them and bless them and shield them. We ask that all of the graduates engulf everything that you want them to in terms of what they need to do for the public and to be great, productive firemen and firewomen of this great city. We ask that you bless them and us and everyone here to make it home safely. This we pray in your holy name. Amen.
All right, everyone, breathe. You can now be seated. Thank you so much. And I want to I hope I don't get in trouble, Joseph. He's real a stickler about the program. I just want to call an audible, if you will. I learned that from my husband. He's into football. And just say how much of an honor that it truly is for me to be here before you all today to MC this graduation. Very quick, short story. About 6 weeks ago, I had complications from a surgery and almost died. And I'm a tough girl. I did not want to go to the hospital, but we had to call 911, and they came to save me. And I could have died that day had it not have been for the men who came to save my life. Dinkins and Denton, I believe from Medic 11, I was told. And I hate needles. I hate needles. So I was like, look, I work for Fox 17. I'm fighting for you. I'm trying to get you raises and all that. Hopefully I wouldn't get a needle. It didn't matter. I wasn't a reporter. I wasn't first lady. I wasn't rich. I wasn't poor. I was a person in need of care. And that's exactly how they treated me. Now, when they knew I survived, then, we talked stuff. But they did not care. And that is the commitment that you all, the pledge that you all are going to make today. And someone is going to remember your name and thank you for saving their lives. And so I want to say thank you for what you have committed to doing. If I don't say anything else, I say thank you to Battalion 80 and to all of y'all here who serve our community. Joseph, don't get upset with me. All right, so now the next voice that you will hear will be that of the Chief of Training, Chief Scott Lively.
Thank you. Well, good morning. We made it. Thank you to everyone for coming to what I call the defining moment in the lives of these men and women in attendance today. This momentous occasion is not only a culmination of a lot of hard work, sweat, perseverance, and yes, a few tears, maybe a few drops of blood here and there, but it's all in a process that leads to a large step in becoming members of the family that we proudly call the Nashville Fire Department. You know, as I watched the honor guard come down and the pipe and drum and present the colors, I think it really represents the proud and rich tradition of 159 years of the Nashville Fire Department. I couldn't help but notice the guidon flag and Battalion 80 and the contrasting metaphor that was so evident there. The honor guard represents over a century and a half of the men and women who served unselfishly day in and day out with the Nashville Fire Department, and the guidon representing the uniqueness of the newest members of the NFD family. The history of the guidon dates back many years with its roots deep in the service of those who are called to serve. The flag is always out front. It's a unit symbolically, not only as a point of pride, but actually as a rallying point when times are tough in the heat of the challenge. Where the guidon was, you would find the presence of those ready to proudly serve. The guidon flag before you today is handmade and original. There'll never be another flag like this one. The flag bearer was chosen by the leadership of Battalion 80 and was intentionally the first decision made by the President and Vice President, and that was for a reason. So as we retire the colors of Battalion 80, I say to those that were chosen to bear the guidon, job well done. You led from the front as a point of pride, as the protector of the colors, and defender with a whole lot of fire people that wanted that flag, I should might add, and you protected the colors, and your dedication never waned, so thank you. Every guidon throughout history wouldn't have been successful without the guidance and the leadership of those that set their path ahead of them. And the Nashville Fire Academy is no different. The cadre of instruction at the Academy represents over 160 combined years of service in the most advanced firefighting, technical rescue, hazardous materials, and emergency medical knowledge available. I count the Academy staff among the best at what they do, and they really make it possible for us to be here today. So let me proudly introduce to you the staff of the Nashville Fire Academy. You guys stand up. Thank y'all. I personally want to give a sincere thank you to Mayor Cooper and the senior staff with the fire department. Your unwavering commitment to public safety and providing the Fire Academy with all the staff and resources that we need to carry out our job not only shows your dedication to the citizens of Nashville and Davidson County and the Nashville Fire Department, but to the families here today of Battalion 80. I'll be remiss if I didn't mention I see several current and retired firefighters here in attendance today, and I think it really speaks to the importance that we take and they take in this day as we welcome new family members into the NFD family. So let me just say thank you to all the retired and the current firefighters here today across a multitude of departments, might I add. Thank you for sharing this day with us, so thank you. Also, I saw Dwayne Farrell with the Metro Nashville Public Schools here. I just really need to say thank you to him. We wouldn't be here with his help. It takes a lot logistically to move a lot of folks around day in and day out, and the public schools are always there to help us out. It's a great partnership, and Dwayne, I saw you earlier. Thank you so much for you being here as well. You always take care of us. Let me direct your attention as a point of pride with this class, if you haven't noticed. We have the Metro Nashville Police Department as well as the Tennessee Highway Patrol in attendance today. So I'm very proud of that. Let me just say we're extremely honored to have you in attendance and celebrating with these graduates today. Battalion 80 has one SWAT officer in attendance that trained with them, as well as 2 Highway Patrol troopers in attendance today, graduating with them. I think it illustrates wonderfully the partnership the NFD has with the Metro Police, as well as the Tennessee Highway Patrol, and our shared dedication of continued training with first responders. These officers joined Battalion 80 to become emergency medical technicians and did so with the utmost respect to their classmates. Trooper Lee, Trooper Welker, and Officer Dean, would you please stand? It's been a pleasure to work and train alongside of these 3. You'll never be forgotten with us, and welcome to the family of the Nashville Fire Department. So, in closing, I say to you, Battalion 80, congratulations. It's a big milestone. You worked a lot of hours towards that, hundreds of hours in fact, and you gave unselfishly to become part of something much larger than yourself. By doing so, you etched your name into the proud 159 proud years of tradition with the fire department. Use this day not only as the end of your training, but as a segue to the beginning of a journey that will see you become future leaders within your department. And lastly, let me address the family members that are here today with Battalion 80. You know, there's an old saying in the fire service that says, "Let no man's ghost return to see his training let him down." So I say to you, through your loved ones' continued training and dedication, their training will never let them down. So thank you for your time. Let me just introduce someone that I call friend and I think best exemplifies what a leader represents. Director Chief of the Nashville Fire Department, Chief Will Swan.
So good morning. I think Commander Scott Lobley basically took all my words. I probably could just say ditto and sit down. But being the chief of department, I just can't do that. So let me first say good morning and thank you all for joining us here for this great occasion. I want to take time out to thank the Madison Church of Christ and former Chief Buck Dozier for welcoming us here in this great sanctuary to celebrate Battalion 80 graduation. I would like to also acknowledge, as Scott did earlier, Metro Schools. They are great partners with us. They always come through in many, many ways, but Dwayne, we really just want to say hats off to you. We appreciate it. Also, I want to thank Mayor Cooper, John Cooper, for being here with us this morning. This is his first battalion graduation as mayor of Nashville. I've always appreciated his support for this department throughout his time on Metro Council, so thank you, Mayor. Thanks to all of our council members who are joining us today. We work closely with our Metro Council to make sure that we can do our best to support our personnel and to protect the people and property of Davidson County. To our department, members active and retirees, and many other friends of the fire department, we just want to say thank you all for being here this morning. And then last but not least, I do want to reach out and say thank you to the family members and friends to Battalion 80. We know that as they have gone through countless hours of training, several months in their academy, and many more outside of their normal hours of studying, you offered a lot of support, and they needed that. Battalion 80 is a special group. First of all, you guys are back together. after 13 weeks. 11 of you started with us as EMTs and have went on out to the companies 3 months ago. You know that your fellow recruits will soon face the same challenges that you did as you made your transition. So I'm sure you will support your fellow firefighters and EMTs as they are making that same transition. You are a very ambitious group. The majority of you have already been in the workforce. Your instructors has described you as more businesslike. Am I correct? That's good, because we are in the business of saving lives and property and stabilizing incidents. For the first time in the Nashville Fire Department history, we've actually partnered with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. And we do have 2 Highway Patrol troopers who are graduating as EMTs, and they're going to make a fine addition to their agency, so we welcome you as well. It's always good to look over and see you guys when I'm not driving. We continue to partner with Metro Police Department. We also have a SWAT member who is graduating this morning. Our partnership with the Nashville Police Department has always been strong, and we continue to be strong. So again, we thank you guys for being here as well. These partnerships show how we work with our fellow first responders to make all of us safer. As a department, we are committed to providing the best training and the best first response, to send out the best first responders to our communities. So to all my graduates, there are many challenges and fears that you will face. Things are about to get real for many of you. You will no longer be in a training environment. There is no time out or do-overs. There are times when you will do everything right and things still go wrong. I believe true measurement of your worth will take place when you are in a situation and things are out of control, and the only thing you can control is yourself. Do it. Control yourself and your actions, and rely on your training. Separate your emotions and remain focused on the task. You have been trained by some of the best instructors, not only in the state, but in the country. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk that you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. My advice for each of you is to never allow yourself to get too comfortable and become complacent. Continue to make yourself better, sharpen your skills, and keep yourself on the cutting edge in the field that you have chosen. As I look out, I see firefighters / EMTs, medics, SWAT, THP. What a collage, uniquely different but yet the same. This is what makes us better. A family of first responders, and I consider this day a win. We are proud of this accomplishment, so congratulations and welcome to the NFD family. Now it is my great honor to welcome for his first battalion graduation, our mayor, the Honorable John Cooper. Please help me in welcoming him.
Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. And before we get and spend the time as we should for Battalion 80, I just want to love a little bit on Battalion 81, because you're part of a long line of greatness that has served Nashville. And I'm also particularly want to thank the staff for training these battalions and the next battalions, because that's how it's going to be great. And thank you for your kind introduction, Chief Swan, and I'd also like to thank Commander Scott Lively as well, and I am honored to be here and bear witness to this momentous occasion of the great line continuing. In a few minutes, I will administer the Firefighters Oath and present you, the recruits of Battalion 80, as Nashville's newest firefighters. To me, this is a great privilege, but to you, it is much more. The honor, the joy, the sacrifice, the duty of the oath and the badge, these belong to you and you alone. Now, I do love history, and I will say that back in December of 1812, this is even before this fire department was formed, and 5 years after Nashville's fire effort started as a volunteer organization. Our city was bustling with commerce and military activity as a staging ground for the Natchez expedition, where Andrew Jackson would become Old Hickory, and Tennessee would become known as the volunteer state, a proud tradition that we need, that you are making possible to continue. But it was also the scene of Nashville's first major fire, one that destroyed the entire business center of our city, where every structure on 2nd Street from the square to the hotels were destroyed. And to stop the fire from spreading, firefighters had to use explosives to create a gap between the buildings. But now I'll tell you right now, Chief Swan, if you have a requisition for dynamite, I'm going to be concerned. Now, a few years later, the city would purchase its first firefighting engine, which was a 3-foot-tall by 8-foot-long apparatus that required 8 people to operate, and pulled by a 2-man team and able to carry a stream of water nearly 60 feet. The Cheatham, as it was called, would be the first of many innovations made by this fire department, one that has a long and rich history of leading the nation in fire, rescue, and emergency medical service. Now, a little bit more than a century ago, a young boy playing with a ball of yarn, doesn't happen much today, on the corner of 1st and Oldham in East Nashville, threw his toy onto a hot stove and ignited Nashville's Great Fire of 1916. By the time the fires were extinguished, more than 600 homes over 35 blocks would be destroyed, and over 3,000 Nashvillians would be made homeless. And Nashville's Great Fire, like the other historic American fires, including those in Chicago and Atlanta, begs the question, if it had not been for our brave firefighters and the citizens who banded together in the famous bucket brigades, how much more would have been lost to the flames every day? How much more can we lose? It's due to you that we are safe. Now fast forward to May of 2010, when a 1,000-year flood brought Nashville to a new crisis. Firefighters across the city were called upon to rescue Nashvillians trapped, swift-moving water, some clinging to furniture, like rafts, at risk of drowning in their vehicles as darkness fell over the city. And you helped Nashville respond. And as Nashville began to recover, we rallied around phrases, I believe in Nashville and we are Nashville. Words that demonstrate the solidarity and indomitable spirit that Nashvillians and the fire department has shown in times of tribulation. Now, the police and the highway patrol, we're grateful for you too, in helping solve that crisis, because whenever trouble strikes, you represent the best in us. You are the first to confront the challenge. The standard bearers in courage and determination. And as General Patton put it, courage is fear holding on a minute longer. Now, you will confront fear in the course of your duties, but your training and grit will see you through, and I'm grateful to the training staff for providing that great training. And now, you are dedicated to our city and your calling, but also to each other. And as far as character traits go, these are truly rare and without them, without the calloused hands and the strong hearts prepared to walk the path of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, our great city could at any moment just become a landscape. And by carrying the title of Nashville Firefighter on your chest, you will also carry its long history. Back, if you add the volunteer efforts, back 213 years. And each building preserved, each life saved, also saves the very soul of this city. And I know you'll carry the title with pride and distinction and honor. Yours is a noble and difficult profession, one that requires personal sacrifice and sacrifices on the path of your loved ones. And to them, I want to thank you for being here today too, for the commissioning of your loved ones in the service of our city. And for that, I'm here to give you thanks to a grateful city. And I heartily congratulate all the recruits of Battalion 80 on your graduation and wish you a safe, fulfilling careers in the Nashville Fire Department, to a community that is grateful to you every day for your service and cannot say it enough. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know, at the Nashville Fire Academy, we teach a sense of meticulous detail and about becoming part of a team. Recruit training is the epitome of the team concept. It works. It's how the men and women respond today, even as we speak, day in and day out, on the streets, and that's how we train, just like they do. But today, if you'll allow us, the Academy staff, would like to point out a few that kind of set themselves apart. When you hear your name, please come forward. Before I get to those names, let me just point out a little surprise to me when I first got here. If you'll look at this award right here, this was presented by Trooper Welker and Trooper Lee to the Nashville Fire Academy. It was one time in 6 months that I didn't know what to say. So it's going to hang in the foyer. Thank you guys so much for that. I wanted to give recognition to them for that. All right, awards. The Fitness Award signifies not only the most athletic, but the ones who have undergone the greatest transformation to be where they are at today. Our daily PT program is job specific and very intense. The Fitness Award for Battalion 80 goes to Johnny Cox. If I could have the class president come forward and accept this award on his behalf. Johnny is currently in Texas supporting his family during a medical emergency. It's a last minute thing. Okay. Class valedictorian represents a combined score for not only the most intense emergency medical course that condenses a college semester into a matter of weeks, but also a level of firefighter 2 training, technical rescue, and hazmat operations certification. The class valedictorian for Battalion 80 with a combined GPA of 91.25 is recruit Sam Smith. And finally, Esprit De Corps. Esprit De Corps, which literally means the spirit of the body. It encompasses the heart and the pulse of the group and really represents the camaraderie of each battalion. This person literally represents the spirit of the battalion. And for the first time ever, we have a double award winner. I'm proud to say that the Esprit De Corps for Battalion 80 is recruit Sam Smith. So thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Now that we've given out a few awards, I believe now it's time to present our certificates. All right. Gentlemen, if you all could take your place so we can present. The moment you've been waiting for, Battalion 80, and to our loved ones who are here. All right, first we have Chastity Baker. Ashley Binkley. Tanner Bradford. Justin Campbell. Martin Chavez. Tia Crawford. Oh, that's a good graduation gift right there. All right. Eric Fisher. Michael Frazier. Guess we have a few supporters in the house. That's my song. All right, Mom. Colby Gordon. Timothy Holmes. Victoria Hullen. George Johnson. Anthony Lawrence. Michael Lawrence. Adrian Omelianchuk. Randy Parker. It's gonna be a good celebration later. Desmond Richards. That's an out barbecue, I know that sound. Carlos Smith. William Smith. Gary Smith. Samuel Smith. Yeah, there'll be a barbecue after this for sure. I know it's true. Y'all know it's true. To my classmate, Orlando Springer. Michael Tuck. Christopher Walker. William Dean. Tara Lee. And last but certainly not least, John Welker. Now we'll have presentation of badges to be done by Chief Scott Lively, followed by the oath administered by Mayor Cooper.
It's a great honor for me, and Battalion 80, will you rise for your formal oath? This happened to me a few weeks ago. It does change your life. So if you would raise your right hand, and let's begin. I now state your name. Do swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of Tennessee, and support the Constitution and the laws thereof, and that I will, to the best of my skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully without partiality or prejudice, execute the office assigned in the fire department and for Nashville, Davidson County, and according to the Constitution of this state, so help me God. Congratulations. You have now graduated.
And to look out to the audience and those who have supported you throughout this process, if you can show them some love for helping you get to this moment. All right, thank you all for being here today, for Chief Swan, Chief Lively, and of course, Mayor Cooper, to all of you all that are here and made this moment possible, especially to Battalion 80, congratulations. Go save the world. We're behind you and we believe in you. No pressure though, but you're heroes already. And just a special announcement that we will have photos available of the badge pinning after this event. And now, if you can, please lastly welcome Chaplain Simeon Williams back for our benediction.
Right. Again, may we all remember to be thankful to those who have gotten us where we are today. Now we bow our heads, please. For every ending, there is a beginning. For every memory, there is a dream ahead. And as we conclude this graduation ceremony, we are to be thankful, and may we forever just be in awe of all that had happened in our lives for us to be here today. So may we walk away from this gathering inspirational, and be an inspiration to those that we may encounter. And may the courage that we have be beyond ourselves, and that we leave our noble mark on our beloved community, our city, our nation, and anyone we encounter on this great planet. So may we all walk together and leave in peace. Amen. Amen.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.